Hello everybody, my name is Edson and welcome back to a brand new video. Today, what I'm going to be talking about is something a little bit different. It's a one-off video because I've had sort of like a rough October. I've had a lot more free time to game because obviously with the things that have happened, I've not really wanted to record that much. I've not really wanted to stream that much, and I've had probably the most time off, quote unquote, off this sort of like thing that I'm doing with YouTube and Twitch since I started doing it. It's been an interesting month. It's been one of the toughest months, but I've actually found time to game outside of YouTube and Twitch, more so than the normal. And I still do game outside of YouTube and Twitch, like on other stuff. But I wanted to create a video because I thought during this time I was like, there's a lot of games here that I don't play on my channel, whether it be on YouTube or Twitch. And you guys might be interested to know that I actually play these games. Because there's a lot of like big AAA title games that I just don't even mention that I play. So I'm going to go through the 4 games that I'm playing at the minute, that I'm playing most of at the minute. First of which is Overwatch. You can see it on your screen now. And yes, Overwatch is a game by Blizzard. It's a relatively new first-person shooter. It's been out for, like, I think the full version's been out for, like, almost a year, possibly. I think it's less than a year. Let's say a year. I'm pretty sure it's been less than a year. But it's like 8-9 months, something like that. The full version's been out. And one of the main reasons that I like this is because I've always loved FPS games. I've always loved FPS shooters, and I've always been interested in games like League of Legends, like Dota, where you have different classes, heroes, whatever you want to call them. You have different characters that you can select on different teams that influence certain maps and certain situations and things like that. I've always been interested in that aspect, but I've always found those games very daunting and have a massive learning curve. Overwatch is similar to that sort of like sense. There is, I don't know, 16, 17, 18 heroes, something like that. And you get to pick one of the heroes. When you're playing quick play, you can stack heroes. You can have like 6 of the same character, or you could. But if you're playing competitive, you can only have 1 of each sort of thing. And obviously, depending on whether you're, because it's like loads of different game types. There's one where you have to like capture. You have to move a payload through through the map to like towards the end. And obviously, if you've got players on the payload and you're attacking, you're moving the payload, and the payload slowly moves. If you're defending and you're on the payload, it doesn't move. So like it's like a control thing. And then you have like control maps where there's like each map, like there's like a central point and you have to take it over. And the more you hold it, the more the percentage bar goes up. You have to get to 100%. Then there's the objective ones where you've got 2 objectives, one after another, further through the map. And the second objective is always more difficult, but you have to try and take them. And then you flip it. And if you were attacking before, defending before, you go back and do the previous thing. And it's a very interesting game. The reason that I'm so addicted to this is because, one, I have a bunch of friends that play this. I know now, when I first started playing this game, I knew about 6 or 7 people that owned it. Now I know about 20 to 30 people that own it. And I play with a solid, I would say, any 1 week I will play with about 20 different people playing Overwatch. No gamers, I've never, I don't think ever have played a game like that. I've never been at a game's height of popularity or been playing a game when it's so popular with so many people that I've actually played with so many different people during just 1 week. And it just, week after week, it's not slowing down. It's not getting less. It's constantly growing. And a big factor of why I love this game is because I love esports. I love esports. Esports is just, it's my thing. I've followed the Call of Duty esports scene since the very beginning. Absolutely love it. Because of that, I've got into the team that I follow. Every sort of like team or game that they get into, I then get into. So I followed like the Halo scene now. I follow the Gears of War scene. I follow the CS:GO scene. And even though they're not in Overwatch, I've been following the Overwatch scene because I've actually been able to watch Overwatch since the very beginning. Since there was like the first few tournaments that happened like a month into the game's cycle, that I was watching those tournaments, and all of these people are still working jobs. They're still at school. None of them are doing it full time like most of the really successful esports. But this esports is going to get to the heights of League of Legends, the heights of Dota, the heights of CS:GO, where the professionals are on professional teams, I would say, not professionals themselves, because there's very few professionals that are on like £1 million contracts, but teams are worth upwards of £1 million. It's going to get to that stage. I 100% guarantee it. This esports is blowing up, and it's got so many people watching already. And the game's not even a year old. It's insane. Absolutely insane. It's forever evolving because there's constant updates, constant changes to characters. The game's already been out less than a year. There's been one new character added, and there's going to be another one added very soon. Love this game. Absolutely amazing. If you guys haven't checked it out, you definitely should. I'm going to be streaming it soon at some point as well. The next game, number 2 out of the 4 games that I've been playing quite a lot of recently. Overwatch is probably the main one, but number 2 is CS:GO. Now, CS:GO is a game that I've followed ever since Optic Gaming, the team that the esports organization that I follow, that I followed ever since I got into esports many years back. This was one of the first esports quote unquote organizations that really made it big. This CS:GO, they got into the CS:GO scene. They bought a CS:GO team, and I started following CS:GO there and then. I started watching the CS:GO team. They've only made it to 2 majors. They've been knocked out first stages of both of the majors, so they're by all in all terrible. No doubt about it. But I've been getting into watching CS:GO competitive. And actually, it's the one esports that I actually really enjoy watching, just generally for the storylines, and also just generally watching teams that I don't know. Even though now I'm starting to know all of the players, know all the teams and everything like that, and know all the storylines, I really do enjoy watching this game. Not only do I enjoy watching it, I enjoy playing it. I'm not playing it as much recently because obviously Overwatch has sort of taken over that, but I'm still playing it here and there. I'm still trying to get to my Gold Nova rank, and I'm not the best at the game. I think I'm better than what my rank suggests. I just have no map knowledge and don't really know the maps that well, so I can't really get out of the rank that I'm currently in because I have no situational awareness. If I know someone's coming from a certain direction, the odds are I can win the gunfight against them. In the skill level of games that I'm playing at the minute, if I moved up 1 or 2 skills, I would just be absolutely terrible because I have no map knowledge. Apart from like one map, Dust 2, I have no real map knowledge. And I'm still learning the game, but I'm having a lot of fun with it, and I'm playing quite a lot recently, and it's a game that I'm just really enjoying playing. So yeah, CS:GO, absolutely loving it. I'm going to be streaming that at some point as well, along with Overwatch, and along with the third game that I've been playing quite a lot of recently. But I've only just started playing it because it's only just come out. Battlefield 1. Oh my, Battlefield 1 is so good. Now, Battlefield for me, the last Battlefield game that I actually really enjoyed was Battlefield Bad Company. Bad Company 2, was it? Or Bad Company? I can't remember. It's the funny one. The funny Battlefield. The one where they actually made good games. And ever since then, I think the next one that came, I played quite a bit of that. I think it was Battlefield 3. So, I don't know. Battlefield, like the first modern one that they did after the first, like, quote-unquote serious one that they did. I quite enjoyed that one. I played that one on the console, though. And this is my first Battlefield game where I've actually played it on the PC. And it does make a big difference. It makes a big difference. And also the fact that this is now a World War One game. Again, a sort of era that I'm always interested in war games. I'm always interested in, especially real, like, set in actual historical locations of World War One or World War Two. This is the first World War One game that I've ever really played, and because I don't think any of the previous Call of Duty, they were all World War Two. I may be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure they were on World War II. So this is the first ever World War One game, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm terrible. I've not played a lot. I've probably played about 4 to 5 hours, but I only got it like this time last week. No, I didn't even get it this time last week. I got it Friday last week, as you guys see this video. So I've hardly had it at all. But I'm enjoying it. It's a game that I'm going to put a bit more time into over the coming weeks, and I'm sure it's a game that I'm probably going to stream a couple of times as well. And yeah, it is a lot of fun. It's a lot more slow paced, definitely compared to CS:GO and Overwatch, but it's got its place, and I'm really enjoying it. So Battlefield 1, great game. You need a hell of a PC to run it at like ultra settings. But yeah, it's such a good game. I'm really enjoying playing it. And then last but not least, the one game that I've owned every single installment of this series since FIFA 97. I can't remember which one. It's in the 90s. So yeah, I've owned previous to. So I've owned this game, every installment of this game for like at least the last 12, 13 years. FIFA 17, and a lot of people will just be like, why would you play that game? The same reason that people play Minecraft over and over. The same people, like, that's the thing. Like, a lot of people with sport games to say, well, it's the same game every year, and I'm like, yeah, Minecraft's the same. Like, it's like there's so many games that are just the same. Like, and I think only the people that play the games actually realise that the changes that are made in between each cycle of the game, especially with the engine, especially with all of the new physics and the mechanics. If you like people that actually play FIFA and any other sport games, I'm the last person to bash any game, just because I don't like it. I just don't think that's the right thing to do. But FIFA for me, I love it because I love watching football. I know a lot about football. I know, especially in the English game, in the English side of things, I know all of the players. Like, if you show me any lineup of the Premiership, I know most of the players. You show me any lineup in the Championship, I know most of the players. So like for me, it's very cool to actually, especially that I support a team, Nottingham Forest, I can then play my manager career and take them through to the Premiership. There's all the different things. There's now like a story mode in FIFA. The new Frostbite engine that they're using feels amazing. This FIFA is one of the best ones in recent years that has really dragged me. I will 100%, every single year that FIFA comes out, I will put 100 to 200 hours into the game, easy. This year I can definitely see myself putting more into that. More than that, 100%. And yeah, I'm really enjoying this game. FIFA 17, love it, as I always do. But yeah, those are the 4 games that I'm currently playing at the minute. Overwatch, CS:GO, Battlefield 1, and FIFA 17. Let me know what you guys are playing in the comments down below. Whether you have a YouTube channel or Twitch channel or not, let me know what you're playing. I'm just interested to know what people are currently playing. Obviously, on top of all of that, you know that I play The Forest with Penny. You know that I'm playing. I'm actually playing a little bit of Fallout as well. I'm trying to get back into Fallout 4, doing the story mode on that, or the single player on that, and trying to get like the main quest done, and then obviously do all the side quests and all of that. That I'm doing a little bit off camera, but I haven't really got any footage of that. And obviously Minecraft, a hell of a lot of Minecraft. I'm loving Minecraft, you guys know that, but I wanted to concentrate on the games that I didn't really show on my channel, I haven't shown on my channel yet. So yeah, let me know what you guys are playing as well. I'd be really interested to know, and if any of you guys are playing these games in specific, you can add me on Battle.net, on Steam, on Origin, on all of the things. Add me, ask me in the comments what my IDs and profile names and all of that are for all of those things, and you can add me, you can play with me on any of the games. So yeah, thank you for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you have, make sure to leave it a like, make sure to leave it those comments, subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll speak to you all soon. Take care.